What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. What are we? A week away from Groot, a week and a half because of the delay away from She-Hulk. So there's going to be a lot to talk about. But what's going on? Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. If you're C2E2, lots of news there, but hope you guys had fun. Let's get into it. New Comic Book Day comic news. And this is the last show before all those shows. So we will be getting those episode ratings. We'll be talking about it, and hopefully we'll be getting some spec value as well. But let's bring in our co-host for the night. He usually is Mr. Tuesday, but tonight he's taking on the mantle of Mr. Sunday. It's Mr. Rocksteady. What's up, man?
I am Groot.
Yeah, but I'm not paying you $15 million just to say that like over and over
again.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. So, but welcome, man. Happy Sunday. What's going on in your world?
Not much. Did a little bit of digging. It was nice here this weekend. So just took advantage. Was outside most of the time.
Nice. Anything in particular you're excited about this weekend? I think I told you about a book like 2 weeks ago about a certain book we're going to be talking about later. But is there anything that comes to mind when you're thinking of this new comic book day?
Well, there's something going on with that Black Adam book, the movie variant. I think it's like a one per store or something like that. So that should be interesting what goes on with that. But Ghost Rider, I think, might be the book this week.
Ghost Rider is the book to have. But it's interesting, right? Because you got to pay attention. And big shout outs to BC because he was the one that told me a few weeks back. But you got to pay attention to some because I know a guy around here, actually a guy and a girl, that kind of loaded up on that Ghost Rider, but they loaded up on the wrong one because they didn't understand what was going on. So let's get it started. Swag. Swag. We can't
gotta be different.
Yeah, we gotta be different. We can't do that. I'm a good guy. I like to keep it upbeat and positive and, whoop. But, let's get it started, man. I'm ready to go. That Ghost Rider, man. BC messaged me today. It is selling for $30 Canadian already. And I don't think people realize it because I was having conversations with a few people today and even yesterday, and they didn't even know the book was coming out. They didn't know that it was limited to 4,000. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this book because these PX exclusives do tend to garner a few dollars for a little bit, but then they kind of just bottom out, right? Like anything, it just bottoms out. All right, let's get it going. Show 102. It feels like forever ago that we did 100. So this is just crazy. It's only been 2 weeks, minus last week, obviously not being here because of Terrificon, but 102, man. Let's say hello to the chat really quickly before we get started. Mr. Dan Delatorre with the gold medal. Yes, you got the gold, sir. Mr. Michael Baker with the silver. I don't know if he's yelling or what, but welcome, Michael. Newbie Comics with the Con variant medal. Oh, my God. Somebody must have hacked my account.
Good one.
I would not have said that. I would not have said that. Miguel with the bronze. Mr. Tim, I got to know if you're going to Fan Expo, sir. Really thinking we need to meet. We haven't seen each other pretty much all summer, so it'd be nice to see you, man. Mr. Uncanny X Dan, Mr. Paul, what's going on, dude? How you doing? Well, you guys already saw my thing. Brandon, what's going on, man? Of course, Mr. Swag Riot. Let's talk about con variants. Mr. Hard Knocks, hey y'all, I'm looking for a con variant ultimate Fallout, please. Canadian, Mexican, Russian, which version are you looking for? There's a lot out there. The Comic Chef, what's up, fellas? Glad to make the live feed. Yes, sir. Chef, give me a message because this might be breaking news for the 22 people that are here right now. I might be going to New York Comic Con. I might think about it. So if you still have any connections or anything, I might.
You have the itch now.
Okay, but here's the thing. Only because my new job literally gives me hotels for like $30 a night, like really dope. So like in anywhere pretty much. So the trip kind of saved me a few bucks. So I don't think of it as like a hassle now. So I might go to New York. I don't know. We'll see if they let me in. I don't know if they let Canadians in. Mr. Vancouver Comic Junkie's in the house, sir. What is going on? Mr. Vancouver Comic Junkie, a.k.a. the VHS guy. What's going on, dude? How you doing? Hard Knocks, the Canadian one, like Aussie. Okay. That one's $3,000 Canadian, though, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get it going, guys. Short show 102. And then I do have an announcement that I have to make at the end of this show, which will affect a few shows coming up, but hang tight. All right, let's get it going. Show 102. Are you ready, Mr. Rocksteady?
Lego.
Bum, 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 bum. All right, first we got to talk about the channel sponsors. Of course, Back in Time Comics. Yes, he's at 723 followers right now. Make sure to go check him out on Instagram and Facebook. And, of course, I always talk about his app. Make sure you guys go into the Back in Time Comics app. He makes it very easy to order FOC, exclusive, CGC, all that stuff. You build points, you get free stuff. Make sure you guys go follow Back in Time Comics. And yes, of course, if you're in the area, CGC authorized dealer. Why not? Of course, the other channel sponsor from day one, Mr. Comic Street, Bleeker St Comics. I always fuck that up lately. He's under the weather. He was closed today. So if you went to the flea market, unfortunately, he wasn't there. But he will be back next week. Hopefully, he's feeling much better next week. But big shout outs to Bleeker. Comic book pressing, comic book cleaning, $10 a press, $5 a clean. Rocksteady, you look like you have something to say there.
Ontario's falling apart. Everybody's falling off, man.
Dude, Ontario is just pretty bad right now. Yeah, it's we got like the 10th wave or something.
It's just like pretend it's not happening.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what a Sunday. Cutting grass all day and now just saying, what up, Canada? What's going on, Forge? How you doing, brother? I also like comics, you know. I mean, do you though? Comic Forge, Pressable Defects, Canada loves you, man. Yeah, guy has to come to Canada. He's got to come for sure. A lot of you guys have to come to Canada. I will escort you guys through Ontario and take you to some shops, you know. All right, let's get it going. And you guys know we start with the Dynamite Pick of the Week. If you're new to the channel, following later, watching 20 years later, and Dynamite's not existing because people just kind of turned on them for wasting all this paper and this paper shortage, whatever the case may be. We got to talk about Dynamite Pick of the Week. This week's Dynamite Pick of the Week is, boom, Betty Page, Alien Agenda number 5, cover K. It's a $50 book. I wouldn't pay $50, but if I was really hardcore into Betty Page, really hardcore into Dynamite, I would get this. I know what Rocksteady was doing. He was seeing, hey, wait, is there any bonded? Is there any cleavage? No, there isn't. Not really. I just like it. I don't know. I dig the cover.
Why do you like it?
Well, first of all, I am a big alien enthusiast. I like ancient aliens. I like women. I like to meditate. So this one just kind of has all three. The fact that she's just, got her chest out, that's just a plus.
Virgin edition. It's crazy that they're $50. Like there can't be many of a lot of these out there.
Man, but that's the thing. Every week they're like, I go through it and I'm like, how is there so many of them that are fucking $50? Like, who's buying these? Like, it just bottled. Like, I'm so confused. I'm
curious what print runs are on some of these.
I'd be interested. I would love to get.
K. Nobody's ordering cover A.
That's why you have to pay $50 to get cover K. I'm telling you, man, the paper shortage. We all have to stop, hating on like people. We got to start like going after Dynamite. They're making way too many books. It's like, slow down.
Has anybody in the chat ever paid $50 for a Dynamite book?
I'm sure Tim has. Tim's probably the only one that I can think of.
Tim should just be writing in the Dynamite Pick of the Week.
Yeah, he probably should. RP's in the house. What's going on, man? Dude, let me know if you're going to Fan Expo. I will be there. I'm just not sure on what day. I think Just Cruise is coming. So yeah, we're trying to figure it out what day to go. I might actually go on a Friday or I might actually go on the Sunday. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. All right, let's get it started with DC and I was going to say BC, but Mr. Rocksteady, we got Green Lantern, the Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League number 1. It is a tie-in. I'm kind of passing on it, but every time there is a Green Lantern number 1, I always think is this going to be worth something? Because there's so many Green Lantern titles that I pass up and I have no idea what they are. Sometimes it's a good idea to just pick them up. What are your thoughts?
I'm not a huge Green Lantern person, though I do
What?
think it's a good property with lots of value. Like, it's just, you can't be a fan of everything and get too much into everything. But Jon Stewart, good stuff. Yeah, this one I think has Hawk Girl in it too. So that's always a
It's got
plus.
what?
Hawk Girl.
Oh, I thought you said Hot Girl, and I was like, who is that? That would be DC doing that. Yeah, hard knocks. We do talk DC and Rocksteady. Like I said, yeah, Tim is paid. Vampirella cover from 2010 paid $70.
Ooh.
Dude, that is like 65 first appearances of Virus.
But some of those books go for crazy money now, so I bet that one's increased. Tim seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, it's a good guy. DC, with everything that's going on with DC, obviously this week with them banning kind of the movie and saying that they got a 10-year plan. I mean, it's Green Lantern stuff should be heating up, right? They should be bringing him in, but it's just interesting. It's a shipwreck over there. It is that ship is sinking pretty hard. So
they cannot miss on Green Lantern. I don't know if so. The Batgirl move is interesting. And we can do we get into that later?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, we can talk about it then. But yeah, I don't know. I think Green Lantern is one that the DCU needs to nail. Like, that is one you cannot slip up on. There's no second chances. Like, that's their big opportunity.
Yeah. And you know what, though? I think they'll fuck it up. Because it doesn't matter who they have at the helm. They're going to fuck it up. It's like Sony Jr. That's what they are to me. I don't know. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson. That is very true, actually. The 10-year plan is all heightening on Black Adam. It bombs and the plan is over. Yeah, I actually agree with that. But I've been on the Black Adam side, and I think that it'll happen. Blessing in disguise to cancel it? I don't think so. I really don't. But we'll get into it a little bit later. All right, let's move on to the next book. And we got The Deadliest Bouquet, #1 from Image. It's got a few covers. This is the cover A. When there's a bunch of them, just go cover A. When there's only one of them, go cover A. When there's 664 exclusives, go to cover A. You always go to cover A. This is cover A. Are you picking it up? #1 from Image.
I get a lot of Image firsts, but this one I'm not going to. It just didn't grab me. I don't know.
It didn't grab you. There's blood and there's a photo and there's a bouquet. It says everything about the title. It is The Deadliest Bouquet. There's death and blood near a bouquet. I think this has optioned written all over it. This is a $120 book in a month.
It just makes sense, right?
I mean, if the other ones are optioned, that's all we need. We just need somebody to like post optioned beside this, and this is a $100 book, really.
Yeah, just optioned, not in production, not producer announced or anything like that.
Shelved. So, yeah, I'm passing on this one as well. I usually do pick up, like Boom, Image. This one just, didn't really get me. Nazi hunter who trained her children well in the art of espionage. But in 1988, when her complicated past finally catches up with her, I feel like I've heard and seen this story in so many movies. Maybe not trained the children, but just the person, the main antagonist. I don't know. I'm not really digging it. So for me, it's a pass.
I will say now is the time where an indie will hit. Like, it's almost due. Like, comic buying is down. People are distracted. This is when the indies do hit, though. It's not when everybody's paying attention.
Sounds like a Kardashians episode. Hey, big shout outs to Pete Davidson. He finally got out. That's what I've been told. I don't know. What's up, folks? Nigel, I'm Mr. Terrificon. Hope to see you at NYC and or Baltimore. So I'm trying to go to NYC. I really am. If I can get a pass, if I can get in somehow, if I can just show them my ID to prove that I am Newbie, I'm
Newbie Comics, though. I'm Newbie Comics. You have to let me in.
Yeah, but anybody with like sweet hair could just be like, yo, I'm Newbie. What's up? And then do this. Like, what's up, bro? I'm Newbie. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, come on in, right? So I got to get there before all those people And because when I go, they'll probably be like, "You're not newbie. Newbie's already in."
You're like
right?
the fifth newbie today. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Buddy.
exactly. Right. So yeah, all you need is what's up, bro? Just do this. Fucking
And just people are just gonna be going in with Iron Man motorcycle helmets.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what you have to do. Somebody had said, "Oh, it's about." One day somebody will cosplay Newbie. It's like it's not that hard. Just this in every picture, and then something Iron Man.
So I guess the question is, will we see more Newbie cosplays or Wonder Man cosplays?
Oh, okay. So that's actually a good question. Terrificon 0 Wonder Man 0.
Weird.
0. Newsflash.
Yell it.
Newbie comic thinks he has sweet hair. Chris, I actually think you told me I have sweet hair early on when we first met. I really think that you told me that. So I'm going to go with it. But yeah, just definitely passing on this one. Well, Greg, I think this one is really up your alley and probably up a lot of people's alley. But it's 8 Billion Genies, number 2. And obviously, people are going to be going after this one. This is probably going to be one of those series that everybody's just fully loaded on from 1 to the end. Obviously, because this is option, this is big, all the exclusives, yada, yada, yada. So I'm assuming you're picking this up because you did grab number 1, correct?
Well, this is the second print of number 2, I believe.
Oh,
because number 2's already out. Yeah.
So this is going to be terribly, so heavily printed. So heavily.
We'll see. Because number 1 and number 2 second prints both come out the same week. So it's pretty interesting. And I'm not quite sure when FOC was, but I do think it was after the boom. It'll be interesting. I don't think it'll be worth less than $5. I don't anticipate them hanging out on the shelves for too long.
Yeah.
So grab it if you can. I think this is a grab. I'm getting it.
Yeah, anything 8 Billion Genies right now is hot. Fuego. AOA with the super chat. Big shout outs to AOA. $2 super chat. Captain America was right in Civil War. Newbie explosion face. Why would whoever Newbie you just said, why would they add that face? Like, is that his logo? Is that his trademark? Is it
which Newbie is that?
Right, yeah, because I'm just Newbie. I'm just Newbie. So, but big shout outs to AOA. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Swag, yeah, never spec on a character that doesn't get cosplay. I have said that religiously so many times, and I think that's that's correct. I wouldn't. Justin and a few people, big shout outs to Nemesis Prime, but a few people said, hey, you'll probably see a Wonder Man at Terrificon. I saw none. I really did. I saw Fat Thor. I saw Batman. I saw Poison Ivy. That's about it. I don't know. I can't remember. There wasn't that much cosplay, to be honest with you. And there wasn't too many that I didn't know either. So that's important too. But 0 Wonder Man. So I don't know what that says about Wonder Man fans. Maybe they only in California or so. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a Hollywood.
Have you ever seen anybody? But have you ever seen anybody dress up as Wonder Man?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard any? Have you heard anybody be like, man, I can't wait to dress. I can't wait to dress up as Wonder Man.
He's laughing because he's imagining us doing a show, both of us dressed as Wonder Man.
No, I'm just imagining being next to somebody, just be like, man, I can't wait to dress up like Wonder Man at the next con. Because
you see us next to you in like a vest and a Speedo, and you're like, what the hell? And he's like, I'm Wonder Man.
Oh man, yeah. Fuck. Geez, I don't even know, man. Oh, that's a good one. Listen, if anybody ever dresses up as Wonder Man, to a con that I'm going to, so Fan Expo, for example, I'll be there. If anyone's dressing up as Wonder Man, message me, find me, let me take a picture with you because I think you'll be the only one. I swear to God, I think you'll be the only one. Philly born hater. Philly born. We're getting ready for NFL season, man. So, Vancouver Comic. I wear Wonder Man pajamas at night. Doesn't everyone? No.
Like the underoos, right? Where the tighty whities match the shirt and it has a little cape.
Oh. As soon as you said underwear, you know what I thought? Okay, Terrificon, there was one cosplay that I have never seen up until this con. Do you remember the Doug Funny show?
Yes. Oh, where's Captain Underpants? Not Captain Underpants.
No,
What's he called?
Quail Man.
Quail Man, where he had the one feather.
Yeah. There was a guy dressed as Quail Man.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I was dying laughing. I should have taken a picture. Shoot. But yeah, a few people didn't really understand what he was doing, but I thought it was great. Wonder Man is a slight step up from everyone's fave Avenger. No. Does it count when my wife tells me that I'm a wonderful man? No. Knowing how Newbie butchers name, he will dress up as Wonder Bread. Big shout outs to Hype. Oh, Jesus. Indeed, fly Eagles fly, but Wonder Man fever is real, bro. I hope. I got my Wonder Man 1 put away, so we'll see what happens. All right, moving on. We got to go to Marvel, and we got 3 covers here, or 3 titles. Sorry. So we got Avengers Moon Girl #1. That's a sweet cover if you get rid of Captain Marvel. We got Ghost Rider 1, The Vengeance PX, limited to 4,000 copies. That is the one that you want. That's the one that's selling for $30 right now. And then we got giant size Gwen Stacy 1, which, by the way, in this picture, it looks like Gwen Stacy has got a booty on her, but that is neither here or there. I kind of dig the cover. I'm not sure what's going to happen in that story. I did pick one up. Ghost Rider, I did pick one up. And then the Avengers one, I did pick one up. What are your thoughts on all 3 here, sir?
So they're really pushing Moon Girl hard right now, which I like.
Huge.
You sent me some rumors about the upcoming Moon Girl, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I like the Moon Girl stuff. I'm just grabbing the cover A's of these series, unless I hear something otherwise that's really popping, or there's another cover I really like. I am a big Moon Girl fan, but sometimes things feel forced. I'd rather go after someone like the Secret Warriors variants and stuff like that with her on it. Ghost Rider, yes, you told me about it. I pre-ordered it. It'll be interesting how it's allocated, because I imagine there might be more than 4,000 orders. Yeah. But I tried ordering a few, but we'll see how that plays out with the shop. So hopefully I get one for sure. And
how many did you order, you said? Did you say 4?
I think I ordered 3 or 4, yeah.
3 or 4? Okay.
But I don't know how that's going to go, right? If it's 4,000. Gwen Stacy, I really like the cover, but it's one of those ones where it just reprints her other books. It's inside. I think there's 3 different comics inside, and those for speculation value never go anywhere, but they're usually 3 like key issues that most people are priced out of. So if you're just looking to get an intro to Gwen Stacy, I think that's the way to go.
Look, I'm going to say it right now. That apple right there leads me to think that there is a Mephisto in this issue. There's got to be a Mephisto in this issue. That apple, or it could be the first appearance of like Apple Core Man or something like that. I don't know. But
the apple worm.
The apple worm. But no, I just like the cover, man, to be honest with you. I really do like it. That's the only reason I picked it up, which is not up my alley at all. The Ghost Rider, yeah, like I said, it's 4,000. Who knows how they allocate it, right? Yeah. There could be more, but this book right here is definitely going for $30 right now, Canadian. It is a $3.99 or $4.99 US cover price. So I mean, do the math. There is some profit to be made. I ordered 5, and I supposedly my shop said I got 2 for sure. I was the only one that ordered it, so I don't know how I'm not going to get my 5, but we'll see what happens when Wednesday happens. But I'm interested. And yeah, like you said, right, the Moon Girl, you're a big Moon Girl fan, but it does feel forced. It feels like they're just throwing this character. It could be simply because of what happened with Miss Marvel as well. I think the people that didn't like Miss Marvel are probably not going to like Miss Moon Girl either. I think it's going to have the same thing, especially when you put into consideration it's animated, right? That's what I think is going to maybe be the only thing that gets those people who didn't like Miss Marvel to come watch. But at the end of the day, you're talking about a female cast who is younger. That's the same thing that people said why they didn't watch Miss Marvel, right?
I think one of the best Marvel movies was animated, like even though it was Sony and everything. Like Into the Spider-Verse stands up in the top 3 Marvel movies of all time for me. So cartoon could be a good thing as well, because it gives them more flexibility and more options, especially when you're dealing with a dinosaur as the main character. So I think there was no other way.
I'd be on the lookout. I mean, they're pushing this Devil Dinosaur, and they just got that Spider-Man T-Rex that comes out or that came out last week, right? Last week, yeah, last week.
Yeah, last week.
So you know they're clearly building a Jurassic Park Marvel something, right? With all these dinosaurs. So who knows? Oof. That Ghost Rider is going to look great as a 9.8 slab, 100%. And I hope that both my or all 5 of my copies come back 9, like great. I do want to grade one. I do want to keep one. And then the rest, who knows, flip, whatever the case may be. But yeah, definitely got to do your research on these. And big shout outs to BC. But yeah, 4,000 limited. That's now. Who knows later, right? Because these things do tend to drop. I got to go to sleep, boys. Work comes early. Hope you come by tomorrow night. Should be fun. Oh, yes. I will definitely be watching, Guy. Can't wait. Venom Source next month.
We already have Venom Source.
Do we?
Yeah, from the Venom Island.
Well, see, I'm not up to my date. I'm not up to date with dinosaurs.
There's certainly a Venom Source Rex or whatever it's called.
All right. Well, I'll take your word for it.
It's sick, actually.
All right. There is 2 books. I know BC because he was supposed to be here. You know that segment. You know what's BC looking at, but Predator 1, obviously with the success of Prey, right? Prey supposedly has got a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know if that's true or not, but supposedly from what everybody's saying, is a great movie. I can't wait to watch it. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. And then X-Men #1. It takes place between Hulk 181 and Giant Size X-Men 1. So you kind of find out what happens with Wolverine, possibly the new team or whatever. And then there's one more that he wanted to talk about. Hold on. Oh, Spider-Man. ASM. I can't remember the number, but Spider-Man gets a new costume. Hopefully he doesn't look like the Mets costume suit that he had last year, right? That made
blue and silver one.
Yeah, that went crazy and now nobody talks about. But Spidey is getting a new suit that has been given to him by Norman Osborn. So that's going to be probably something that people go after. So we'll see. Hard Knocks is saying, yeah, Predator 1, nice. Prey is really great. Okay, where is it streaming? Is it on Disney?
Disney Plus.
Okay. Do we have to pay for it or is it free?
I don't think so.
All right, cool. So maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Yeah, because I've heard great things about it. Spider-Man will look like Wonder Woman. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, you ready for the comic news? And sorry, it's so dry in this room. My nose is itchy. I don't want people thinking I'm, doing some negative stuff here. Disney. Okay, cool. Disney, free. Sweet. I think my wife pays for the Disney Plus, so I don't know. The Rotten Tomato scale is rotten if it was good. All right, guys, we're starting off with a bang here in the comic news, but I'm pumped. Iron Man game rumored to be in the works at EA Sports. It's in the game. Not sports related at all, so I doubt they have that. They'll probably start off with EA, which I think would be kind of cool. But listen, when video games come out and video games are at the center, especially with these Marvel characters, everyone's playing them. Everyone loves the characters. So maybe they're trying to bring us back into, hey, Tony Stark, because he's probably going to be playing a role at some point down the line, especially with Riri here. But are you buying anything? Or do you see this as a coincidence? Why would they come out with an Iron Man game now? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into this because this is my guy. But what are your thoughts?
They're probably trying to make some money before they retire Iron Man for good.
Legends don't retire. No, what's that saying by Kobe? Legends don't die; they're forever. Or something. I can't. I'll remember it. I can't remember.
I love cross-genre media like this. So I love comic books about video games. I love video games about comic books, and I think it's really good for the industry because you get some interest going back and forth for both. You should get a sealed copy of this and send it to get graded right away.
Actually, that's what dude, that is actually what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do that. Also, I do want to, pinpoint that there are 0 Captain America games, and Iron Man will have that first as well. So big shout outs to Iron Man gang. Here's the thing that really scared me about this. because when things like this happen, right, like they're at the forefront, everybody's talking about them. They maybe introduce new characters, and then the spec people, because there has been a lot of spec when it comes to video game stuff too, right? And people kind of sleep on it. But two things came to me. One, maybe this is not a coincidence, and they kind of are building it up to get like that newer generation back onto Iron Man, because let's face it, Iron Man 07 died like 3 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, right? Like there's new people, right? That's number one. Number two was, shoot, I hope people don't start liking him too much. The Tales of Suspense goes up. That is my biggest fear. So as much as I want this to be successful, I don't want new people to come in, damn newbies, and then make Tales of Suspense 39 go up. So I'm kind of at that.
We're going into Armor Wars, right? Like eventually after Riri and stuff. Like, what if they go Rhodey?
They're not going Rhodey as Iron Man. There is no way. No way. Harley Keener?
Yeah.
I'm going Harley.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Punisher for PlayStation 2 was a shit. Brandon, are you reading what we're talking about? We're talking about Iron Man. Iron Man, not Punisher, man. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. What's going on, Brandon? How you doing, brother? AOA saying Captain America and the Avengers. Okay, but that's Captain America and something else. So it's not. This is just Iron Man. This is not Iron Man and. Just keep that in mind. Just saying AOA. Just saying AOA. All right, let's switch gears here. This one is going to be, very interesting as it leads up to its trailer, as it leads up to its release date. Obviously, Greg, we've talked about this when we first heard the news that it was going to be a musical. Now we actually have a title. I wish BC was here because he's in Quebec and he could tell us, but Folie à Deux, I have no idea what that means. I think it says something too, right? I don't know what a folie à Deux.
Stefan in the chat, who's in the chat that can help us out.
I don't know what it means. But obviously, to Lady Gaga, and Lady Gaga is a beautiful woman. She's in my top 10 for.
Hey, before we do anything, if somebody writes what it means, do not read it on the screen for the first time, because they're going to try to anchorman you with this, what it actually means.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get in trouble.
Here's the thing, man. I like the fact that Lady Gaga's in it. She's beautiful. Like I said, she's in my top 10 of sexiest women to me. If I was in an elevator with her, I'd ask her for an autograph and my number or her number, whatever. But anyway, her being a music artist and it rumored to be a musical definitely makes sense for this thing to be one of those things. I just don't know how that's going to generate people's interest, because I'm going to be honest with you. Anything musical, I'm like, next, like flat out, just next.
It's funny that the ongoing prank in the Marvel shows has been an Avengers musical. And now DC's like, you know what? That's a great idea. We should do a musical.
Yo, that 10 seconds? Yo, that's
Did you see that end
brilliant.
credits for Kate Bishop or whatever it was?
Yeah, I just don't know, man. Joker's going to be a hot mess. Mr. Kenneth, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hi from Virginia. What's going on? Comic Chef is saying pass on the Joker. The newbie scale is rotten now. Jomo, baby. No thanks, pass. Billie Eilish, Harley Quinn. So is Lady Gaga going to be playing Harley Quinn then? Is it like...
That's my understanding.
Okay, and that... Are those rumors, or is that just what people...
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay. So basically, even though it's not connected to the DC like universe like directly, right? This is just like kind of an offering.
What if?
But when they did Joker, it was so great. It was done awesome. It was very dark. And I went on record as saying they should do that with Riddler. They should do that with Mr. Freeze. I think they have something here. Two-Face. Do those very dark, not connected, build that reputation. They follow that success up with a musical. Now, don't get me wrong. This could be great. It might not be a musical. It could just be a tease. But from what I gather, it's going to be a musical. The star power's there. I don't know if it's just going to get that second bump. You know what I mean? Like some sequels are just not good.
Whoever's in charge at like DC, they're like, okay, what's the word? What do they want after that last Batman movie? They're talking Court of Owls. No, they don't want carnivals. Give them a musical.
Yeah. It's happening 100%.
It's
Oh God. I know some people like musicals in the 30s. Les Miserables, Hamlet. Is Hamlet
Frozen.
is Hamlet a musical?
No,
No.
no. Like Beauty and the Beast.
Les Miserables? No, I said
Yeah,
that one.
that's one.
Yeah.
Joseph
Yeah,
and the
that's one.
Technicolor Dreamcoat. Like, there's a lot of big ones. Lion King. There's still a lot still going around.
Nah, it'll be like that scene in The Boys where they break into musical. Joker and Harley are crazy, probably shoot people while they dance. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just can't see them being like, Gregory, what is going on? Oh my God, let's talk about comic. You know, like, I just think that that's stupid. I really do. Like, just keep Moulin Rouge, Hard Knocks.
It's
I
very
mean, he's not
gimmicky.
wrong.
Like,
He's
some
not
stuff
wrong.
works. Like, they did Army of Darkness, the musical, right?
Yeah.
And they did some other
Hamilton.
stuff as musicals, but to be like a major, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. And Lady Gaga has her own following, so maybe we get like a whole bunch of new people into this world, right?
But that's also, again, when I talk about Aquaman, I feel like this will probably be up there too, because the same following that follows Lady Gaga is probably going to follow her, like you said, which is going to make the numbers just astronomical, but it's not going to be true numbers because
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The
yeah.
Lady Gaga fan is probably going to go watch this and be like, oh my
Not
God,
the
that was so
comic
sweet
collector.
because Lady Gaga was in it. But the movie's probably going to be garbage. I don't know. I prematurely to say that, but I just don't like musicals, and going into it, regardless if it's DC, Marvel, whatever, I'm not feeling it. So, pretty good jazz hands, newbie. Dun-dun-dun. I took drama class, and it's just like mandatory class 1 year. So that was better than 100% of the musicals. Hey, I try, man. I try. I'm an entertainer. All
New
right.
Wednesday night show.
All right, let's stick with DC because it is just a fucking fire over there. But Gotham Knights, if you were waiting for this, if you were specking on this, whew, sorry to tell you, but it is indeed dead. It is canceled. No longer premiering in 2023. There was a little bit of build up to this. I remember a few people talking about it, right? Starting to get. Oh my God. Yeah, it was a mandatory class. I swear to God. It was like the easiest
It's
90% I
still
ever got.
mandatory.
It's still mandatory. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. DC did a musical number by Joker in the animated Killing Joke that made me ask, what the fuck? Spirit fingers. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really upset to this because I didn't fall for this. I don't know. I didn't fall for anything Gotham. I didn't fall for any of the spec. I didn't fall for any of the rumors. Like when this stuff came out, I was like, all right, cool. And that was pretty much it. Now that it's canceled, I'm like, okay, cool. My life is not changed whatsoever.
So I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and I feel that's very much like being a DC Universe fan because it's
Wow.
like, oh, this one's gonna be the one. This is the one. Next one. And then you're just constantly in disappointment. And it's crazy that they're going ahead with the Flash with all the stuff that went on, and this is what they're avoiding. It's just kind of bonkers to me.
It's crazy.
It's a tire fire over there.
The fact that he's going around walking in a bulletproof vest and he's carrying guns, and the guy that's running it, and I was like, no, we're still gonna play this. It's like, what? Like this is who you want? You know what I mean?
Who does
You
the
want to get
hiring for DC?
younger kids into theaters and watch this, and then they're gonna like try to Google this guy, and they're gonna see all the shit he did. Like that's an image you want? You just scrapped Batgirl. Like just scrap this. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It makes no sense to me. DC fans are like Cowboy fans saying that this will be our year. It's true. Yeah. Oh no, Gotham Knights canceled. 10 people. It's true. Remember, there was like 10 people that like Naomi, and that thing skyrocketed, right? What's up, Chad? How you doing, man? All right. The biggest surprise that is not actually a surprise at all, but Eternals 2 possibly revealed by Patton Oswalt with Chloe Zhao returning. So he basically came out and said, yeah, there's an Eternals 2 movie. I don't know about you, Greg, and I don't know about anybody in the chat, but after seeing Eternals 1, I was already convinced there was a Eternals 2. I actually left the theater in Eternals 1 thinking, shoot, it's probably going to be Eternals 2 and 3 at some point. I never for a split second thought that's not going to happen.
I thought it was already announced. That's what's confusing me.
But everybody acted
old
shocked.
news.
But everybody acted shocked. I was like, what do you mean you just found this out? Like, I just assumed. Don't get me wrong. The director coming back, that was a surprise just simply because, people obviously didn't like her. Even though she's a great director. She's won awards. It just didn't resonate on screen. So, I mean, that's probably the only surprise that I think is here. But the fact that Eternals 2 is coming, like, I don't know. I'm not surprised at all. And people were trying to like sell me on some Eternals keys. I'm like, no, I'm good. I already knew about this. Like I'm confused. It just really confused me. I don't know. Please God, no more Zell. It says at the end of Eternals. It says at the end, Eternals. Yeah. That's what I mean, though. That's what I mean. But people are acting like this is a big surprise. Like, oh my God. I'm not surprised at all. Now with Styles playing Star Fox, you'll get every 15, 26-year-old girl coming. Exactly. But here's the thing, Greg. Do we see those keys go up again, or do we see them dropping like they did just simply because the first movie wasn't as good?
I think it'll be a cautious buyer's market, and somebody could make a killing. So Eternals 1 is low, Eternals 2 is low. Like, I think it's a great time to buy them. And I think once you see a trailer and people get excited, I think we're going to have a long opportunity. And I think people are going to be shy, and those who do will get the fruit. I think it will have a pickup before the movie comes out, once we see a trailer and whatnot. Because Star Fox books are still going. So I don't know. I think like first Icarus and first Cersei and stuff like that are still pretty significant. I think I saw the whole run today for like $300 or something. It's unreal.
Yeah, and they're obviously building Star Fox. I think there was a rumor like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, just before I had left for Terrificon, and they were talking about how they want to build a little future here and a little spot for Star Fox, and the fact that he's, I think next month there's a new comic with them. I don't know what they're doing with him because he's got like earrings and he's looking a little more feminine. So like I don't know what they're doing with it, but clearly Star Fox is a character that they're kind of building towards. I don't know what to do. It's interesting. I don't know what way they're going to have him play, but yeah, I just don't see how people are really surprised at this. Like, literally, like Swag said, at the end of the movie, it says Eternals will return. So I don't know. Weird. At the end of the day, there's still great Kirby books to own. Fuck a movie. That's actually very true. Yep, we'll be seeing Star Fox sing Watermelon Sugar High. Watermelon Sugar High. Every time I sing and I have this mic, I just feel like I'm in some weird ass studio, like da-na-na-na-na. But anyway, fuck that. If he doesn't sing as it was, I'm not watching. I don't think he's gonna sing, man. I really don't. So it's gonna be interesting to see. All right. Well, we didn't talk about the DC 10-year plan and the whole, Batgirl fiasco. But I mean, do you want to just
quick thoughts on the Batgirl fiasco is I know there was supposed to be a trans character that was supposed to play a predominant role, and I'm wondering if there was some sort of backlash or if they had second thoughts about pushing something that, because they haven't always done the best job about being gentle around sensitive subjects, DC, and a lot of it has felt forced. And I'm wondering if they stepped in and realized that and thought to rethink it.
They got a name. They're trying to build, right?
Because it was supposed to be the New 52 storyline, correct?
Correct.
And then, it's a good story. But yeah, there's a lot going on in it. And I wonder if they had second thoughts for sure. Well, obviously they had second thoughts. and they were probably going to ruin things instead of move forward. So they bit the bullet. That's an expensive bullet to bite.
Big time. Big time. Styles gonna sing for those hot alien chicks. And hot alien dudes 2022. I forgot to include. You damn right. All the PC stuff is forced, both for Marvel and DC. Absolutely. Newbie will be the new Harry Styles, as he will be busy as Star Fox.
Starry Hiles right here.
Starry Hiles. Oh God. This sucks for DC, and I feel that Ezra started the snowball effect. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for them, right? I mean, they have great characters, they have generational characters, right? Batman, Superman, if you go to the comics, I mean, they generate, like, you look at those old school Batman, you look at those old school Superman, they still are in like 6-figure range, some in millions, right?
Well, they're like original superhero comics.
Exactly.
Right?
You can't say that with a lot of Marvel characters, right? So
yeah, it's whoever mentioned it in the chat earlier, like Black Adam means a lot for DC. Like, if they mess up Black Adam, whew, like, they're in for it. Like,
but I mean, Super Pets was good.
Yeah, but Super Pets isn't
I haven't seen
gonna
it. I don't know.
get the huge box office like some of those live action movies, like big live action. And they spend a lot of money, and they need that return, and they need people to like it so they can sell the merchandise. All this merchandise, like, they produce before the movie comes out, like, they have a lot riding on Black Adam, and I'm worried if it doesn't go well for DC as a whole. And you need competition, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Competition is good. It's always good.
Hopefully McFarlane Studios comes out and does some good stuff. I hope the Will Smith studio comes out and does some good comic related stuff. And I really hope Invincible keeps pushing. And I hope this whole Image Radiant Black universe, because I worry about DC in the long run, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's true. Disney will buy the whole damn thing. It's possible. Look at
you would want, though.
Look at Volkswagen. I mean, most people who aren't into cars don't realize that Volkswagen owns like 70%, maybe 75% of all automakers. Like, they own a ton of people, right? And it's still competition, so we'll see. I don't know. Rocksteady, thanks for the show. This was 102. Let the people know, man, where can they find you? YouTube, Instagram, whatnot. What's going on your neck of the woods?
Just on the gram these days. Rocksteady Collectibles. I did a Whatnot sale, I think, last week, but I'm going slow and steady. I'd rather do big, long sales where people can get a lot of value for their shipping instead of short, quick with okay stuff. So I'm going to be doing them a lot more infrequently, but they're going to be better shows.
I don't remember when that happened because I'm not a wrestling fan, but
I do. When it was WWF versus Nitro, or it was NWO versus the world, basically.
I thought NWO was like very popular because of this.
Yeah, but they were WCW first, and they came over.
New World Order, baby. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna probably have one more go at Whatnot. I do have a few books to sell. Other than that, yeah, Tuesday show. I've got an announcement. I'll probably save it till Tuesday. Actually, I won't do it today. I will save it till Tuesday, but I might drop a hint tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You could have been.
Is this the news about your boy band?
Well, we'll see.
Shoot.
I can't say anything right now. It's
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out. It is Sunday night. You could be doing anything. You could be watching the Padres and Dodgers as Juan Soto is taking the field, but chose to hang out with me, so I appreciate it. Any last words, Mr. Rocksteady?
No last words. Enjoy your weekend.
Ooh, that's deep. All right, we'll see you Tuesday. Enjoy the last week before we get Groot and She-Hulk. Later.
Peace out.